Good day everyone. In this video, we're going to discuss about the Intel 80286 microprocessor.
Intel 80286 microprocessor. What is an Intel 80286 microprocessor? So this one is also marketed as the IAPX 286 and often called as Intel 286. This Intel 80286 microprocessor was introduced in 1982, February 1 to be exact. It is the fifth i86 family, and this one has faster clock speed than previous versions. So, of course, in terms of speed, it should be faster than the previous one since it is more recent. Therefore, it is better compared to the previous microprocessors. And this Intel 80286 microprocessor is a 16-bit microprocessor as like 8086. It has 125 gate transistors. So imagine 125 gate transistors. It is so many. And it has HMOS 3 technology. This one also has an advanced memory management and said to be the first with memory management and wide protection activities. It can also do multitasking and better pipelining method. So pipelining is a technique where multiple instructions are overlapped during execution. Pipeline is divided into stages, and these stages are connected with one another to form a pipe-like structure. And this is the reason why it was called pipelining, because it forms a pipe-like structure. Pipelining increases the overall instruction throughout. Moreover, this Intel 80286 have four independent functional unit in internal architecture. It is an advanced, high-performance microprocessor with specially optimized capabilities for multi-users and multitasking systems. The Intel 80286 microprocessor has built-in memory protection that supports operating system and task isolation as well as program and data privacy.
So, good day everyone. So, today I am assigned to discuss the comparison of 80286 among some other microprocessor of Intel family. So, in the table, you can see the examples of microprocessors, the data bus width, and the address bus width, and also the memory size. So let's start on microprocessor 8086. So 8086 has a data bus width of 16 and address bus width of 20 and memory size of 1 megabytes. So next, the microprocessor 80186. So also the same with 8086 has a data bus width of 16, address bus width of 20 and memory size of 1 megabytes. So next, our 80286. So in 80286, we have data bus width of 16, also the same with the 2, and address bus width of 24, and memory size of 16 megabytes. So next, microprocessor 80386DX. So 80386DX has a memory bus width of 32 and address bus width of also 32 and memory size of 4 gigabytes. So next, the 80486 microprocessor. So also the same with 80386DX. So with the data bus width of 32 and address bus width of also 32, and memory size of 4 gigabytes. So our last microprocessor are the Pentium 4 and Core 2. So Pentium Core and Core 2 has a data bus width of 64 and address bus width of 40 and memory size of 1T. So as you can see in the table shows the best microprocessor are the Pentium 4 and Core 2 because has the data bus width of 64 and address bus width of 40 and memory size of 1T.
80286 salient features. Number 1. Two mode of operation. 8286 has two operating modes, namely real address mode and virtual address mode. In real address mode, the 8286 can address up to 1 megabyte of physical memory address like 8086, while in virtual address mode, it can address up to 16 megabytes of physical memory address space and 1 gigabyte of virtual memory address space. Number 2. More addressable memory. How does addressable memory work? So, content addressable memory or CAM is a data storage device that stores memory in cells. When any aspects of the memory is entered, the CAM compares the input with all the stored data. So, the addressable memory in case of 8286 is 16 megabytes. So, lastly, virtual memory in protected mode. Protected mode is an operational mode of the Intel 8286 compatible CPU. It enables features like virtual memory, paging, and safe multitasking to be used by system software. Additionally, it aims to provide the operating system more power over application software.
Let's proceed to the feature 1, the operating modes. So we have here two operating modes. The first one is the real address mode and the second is the protected virtual address mode. Real address mode. 80286 just acts as a faster version of 8086 wherein up to 6 times faster. Program for 8086 can be executed without modification in 80286. All memory management and protection mechanisms are disabled. 286 is object code compatible with 8086. So the next one is the protected virtual address mode. 80286 supports multitasking, able to run several programs at the same time, able to protect memory space for another program. 80286 works with all of its memory management and protection capabilities with the advanced instruction set. It is source code compatible with 8086. The performance of 80286 is 5 times faster than the standard 8086.
More addressable memory. In protected mode, 80286 can address 16 megabytes of physical memory, where 8086 can address only 1 megabytes.
So let's proceed on feature number 3, which is the virtual memory in projected mode of Intel microprocessor 80286. The Intel 80286 can treat external storage as it were physical memory. The 80286 can address up to 1 megabyte of physical memory addresses like 8086. In virtual address mode, it can address up to 16 megabyte of physical memory address space and a 1 gigabyte virtual memory address space. Second, it can execute programs that are too large to contain in physical memory. It states that the Intel microprocessor 80286 had a 24-bit address bus and as such had a 16 megabyte physical address space compared to the 1 megabyte address space of prior times 86 processor. It was the first times 86 processor to support virtual memory supporting up to 1 gigabyte via segmentation. Lastly, Intel microprocessor 8286 can program to 2 times 30 bytes.
Intel 80286 microprocessor has four functional parts, namely address unit, bus unit, instruction unit, and execution unit. So its difference in 8086 microprocessor is that it only has two functional parts. So the first functional part of the Intel 80286 microprocessor is the address unit, wherein the physical address where the data or instruction is to be fetched and calculated. So once the physical address was calculated, then the calculated address is handed over to the bus unit. So our second functional part of the Intel 80286 microprocessor is the bus unit. So the third functional part is the instruction unit. So after receiving the instruction in instruction unit, it starts to decode the instruction. So after the instructions gets decoded, then further these are needed to be executed. So the last part is the execution unit, wherein the decoded instruction are being fed. So once the execution of the instruction is performed, then the result of the operation is finally done. So for example, the desired data is sent to the register bank through the data bus. So yung data na gusto mong isend ay already transferred na doon sa kung sino man or sa kung ano man na app gusto mo siyang i-transfer.